Now we're just a few steps away from our black border on resort. We're going to head on over for some hard Impoppable with no monkey knowledge. We're going to place down Quincy in this top right corner just like so. Boom, boom, and begin. This level is pretty fast for an Impoppable run, so we're pretty happy with where the build led us, but you know, there are a few rounds where we're still going to be watching red balloons troll us across the track and come around. It's a shame we couldn't figure out what to put in here, as this is a really good spot, but I think unupgraded towers when you're going to round 100 are just not that great. We're going to put down our boomerang monkey, and the trick here is to go to this table. And you see we go to the table and then we go straight up, and right at that line right there. And we're going to upgrade this to 0, 2 right away. It's really nice this utility tower is doing work as if it isn't just a utility tower. And once we get to 630, we're going to put down a bomb shooter. Which the early bomb shooter is not the most powerful tower in the world, but it's going to help us be a little bit greedy here. More. So we're going to put it to the left until it touches that boomerang tower, and then up until it's touching the track there. And at this point, we can save up for our monkey village, which is a really early monkey village. We just want to get that placement down early so we can make sure that we have the maximum building area here, as we are practicing for our chimps run, which we're going to be doing later. $1440 is a pretty big number though. As we can see, we're waiting around for that money to go up for a pretty good amount of time here. There's the troll balloons. Nice. Okay, we can see we're using the white line trick here to get it out of Quincy's range, and then it'll be just barely out of the boomerang monkey range when you are at the right spot here. So boom, like so. And that actually was a little bit closer than we could have gone, but that's okay. We still have plenty of room to build here. And because we don't want to watch balloons slowly trickle through the map here, we're going to upgrade the bomb shooter. As the bomb shooter is way better at dealing with balloons, we have to choose between these two right here. And I think the bomb shooter is just way better. We can upgrade this later, and it's going to do a lot of work for us. But this is going to do more work for us early on here. So we can see those balloons aren't getting too far along the track there. There are still a few balloons getting to us, but that's okay. There's the troll balloon. We need some cluster bombs, is what we need. Cluster bombs are really nice. There we go. See the difference there? Huge difference. Once we get these heavy bombs going, crushing everything. Perfect. Now we can save up for the jungle drums and then the radar scanner. Once we get to 1800 here, Both of our towers are going to start doing more for us. It's really helpful for the Quincy buff because Quincy's our only camo detection right now. Quincy's dealing with the camo balloons as we speak. And now we can spend our money over here on this tower. Just to pop things a little better than we currently are, and we can deal with that Moab a lot quicker with upgrades to this tree here. We're gonna just barely get the Moab press before round 40. You'll notice we didn't go for the primary training this time. I think it was just way faster to upgrade these two towers. As popping these balloons early and not waiting for them to go around is really fast. That's what we want to do. We want to go fast. And if things aren't getting past us right here, then we're really happy with that.
Get ready to feed.
You see there? Boom. No abilities used. Still, the Moab was defeated by the time it got to right here. That's really good. Wow. But the fun ends here. We're going to start upgrading primary mentoring and then primary expertise, and then the level's pretty much over. And we're only on round 40. So we got the primary mentoring there. And we are going to upgrade the recursive cluster as well as an alchemist, which is much faster than getting the primary expertise without getting that upgrade. Recursive cluster. Most underrated upgrade in the game right now. So powerful. Incredibly powerful. We're going to place that alchemist just in here. And begin. Whichever tower this throws onto, it's fine. We're going to be getting more alchemists. We're going to be getting some more primary towers. We're just trying to go really fast here. Stronger stimulant will be great, as it'll give us a lot of uptime on 3 of these towers. It won't give us full uptime. We can kind of take a look here at how long the uptime is. That's actually really good. But Quincy's not getting the buff quite as often there. So it's uptime on these two, really nice. Not so much on Quincy there. But because we're buffing these and just crushing these rounds here, we're already at 8,000 and we need 30,000. And because of how this build worked out, Quincy's not going to be conflicting with where we're going to place our ice tower, which I'm really happy with the way our ice tower ended up working here. We're about halfway to our primary expertise, which is good. You can see we're really just dominating these rounds as well. And I think that's the benefit of going the alchemist and the recursive cluster instead of just greeting out the primary expertise. You get through the level much more quickly, and it doesn't really change the amount of money you have for your build. And we're going to be keeping this in mind for later levels too, right? Because we're on a beginner level right now. It's easy to make everything look easy because we get to see the balloons so many times. But on an expert map, you might only get to see a balloon one time and you only have one life. But we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. Or we might not cross it at all. We might just fail miserably and stop making videos, but who knows? Oh, see, we died right there. We're dead and we didn't even know it. So I'd wonder what we would do here differently than on an expert level. I'm not sure. I think on a lot of expert levels that Churchill's really good. Churchill and Quincy are probably my two favorites. I know Edian, which is the hero monkey that gives everybody the ability to see camos, is quite popular on some of the maps where everything's all spread out and you're stuck using like snipers and druids of the jungle when you don't really want to be. And then there's always Sai, who I just don't know how to make that hero work. It seems like I save up so much money to invest into it, and then it just doesn't do anything for me, and I die. But we have our primary expertise now, round 65. That's not a terrible round to get this. And it's great because we have an alchemist right here to get that thing throwing. Or shooting, or whatever you want to call a ballista.
Run this one down.
So you might wonder, what are we going to throw down next? Well, first we're going to put down an alchemist, because we have a lot of high value towers that we want to be doing stuff. Make sure both of our alchemists are on strong. We would never forget to put our alchemist on strong. It just doesn't happen. And once we get to 3600, I can show you my super special ice tower placement. Boom. And now we should have really good uptime on everything here. Seems like Quincy's the lowest priority, but everything's looking really good. So 2 towers. Keeping these 4 towers with 100% uptime. That's really pretty nice. And now we can show you the ice tower right here. We just want to put it over here on the edge of everything. Right, like so. We don't want it to ever run out of range, so we want it to be within the range right like so. And see, even when it goes down, just momentarily, it should still be within range, right? Yep. It's hard to see, but we can just see right here. We've waited a stimulant worth and it just hasn't gone down, right? So that's the perfect spot. Quincy's not going to be really conflicting with that a whole lot because Quincy does not necessarily deal with frozen balloons quite as nicely. That's okay. And now we can upgrade this. We want the icicles and this like so. And we're saving up for the icicle impale. The upgrade to rule them all. This tower is quite strong. I just still can't believe how I undervalued this tower when I first started playing. I thought the ice tower was one of the worst towers in the game. Now I just think that about Tack Shooter, but I used to think that about the ice tower. I was like, man, what am I not getting here? These top two tower upgrade paths are terrible, and this one seems terrible, but it's kind of cool because you get an ice with a gun. But I'd say I'm slightly more knowledgeable of balloons than I was at that time. I just hope y'all can forgive me for not knowing how crazy bonkers powerful the ice tower was. Feels a little bit like Quincy does right now, just sitting there with 6,000 popped, just wishing you had something to do. We're already on round 80, which is pretty nice. We're hitting that with our boomerang as we speak here. Pretty good. And one thing I was thinking about though is if we should use Moab Maulers or just build more recursive clusters on this level. I'm not really sure which is better. We also have the option to keep things really just simple and build sniper monkeys. That's boring, right? Or is it? We're all about speed, aren't we? So now we have enough for the Icicle Impale, which is great. And we're going to place down our sniper monkeys all down here, because we are going to go as fast as we can at this point. Our build is done, and we're going to set this one to strong to get the maximum amount of value from our sniper monkeys. And we're just going to keep building them. The full metal jacket is very important here, as you can see here everything's frozen at the beginning of the level there. So if we don't have that upgrade, we're doing almost nothing, as this covers everything in snow. And once we get this secondary deadly precision, we're going to need to get one more alchemist just to guarantee that we don't have something silly happen with our uptime on the ice tower, right? Because we need this buff right here to hit DDTs reliably, right? So we're going to get one more alchemist. Do we need it? Maybe not, depending on who you ask, but we play safe here. We're on round 89. Do we want to go through this level again? Maybe, not today though. I mean, we got other stuff to do. So we almost have a stronger stimulant. There go the DDTs. Bye-bye, see you later. We won't miss you. There we go, 3 alchemists cranking. This one is definitely on strong. I didn't forget. And now, sniper monkey time. Oh yeah, you know it. These should be on strong, by the way. Just to get maximum value, we're kind of greedy, but anything that gets through is going to get taken care of by this recursive cluster, right? So we're able to get through with the greed we have here. Those DDTs were a little worrisome, though. What happened there? Oh, we can see the acidic mixture dip is not keeping a very good uptime there. That's a concern, right? So we do need a 4th alchemist. You get an alchemist, and you get an alchemist, and you get an alchemist, and you all get alchemists. And see, that's what we want to see, right? If you see something other than that, it's concerning. We also forego the glue gunner, which I always like to get. It's just, you know, we don't need it on this level, as we can see here. We just don't need it. I am going to shout out the glue gunner, though. Most underappreciated power out there. We appreciate it, though. The same way we appreciate sniper monkeys. We have a lot of sniper monkeys. I almost wonder if it would be worth getting the elite sniper. I guess probably not, because that's like 15k, right? Probably one more deadly precision. And then we're gonna get one Moab Mauler for the memes, really. Well, I guess maybe not for the memes. That's a lot of pops. Wow. And here comes our dear friend, the Bad. But because we have so many sniper monkeys, we don't even have to use Quincy's ability here. Which is not something we usually say on round 100, right? Quincy doing tons of damage here. There we go, everything comes in. And no micro needed, round 100 right there. And no monkey knowledge. So this was our perfect proof of concept for chimps, right like so.